You're watching Professor Plays. This is my Rail World 23. I want to try to get some uranium mining going. Down here's my uranium mine. And I am building all the stuff that I need. So I'm just going to extend the Roboport coverage down there because I do have fast bots loaded in this playthrough. Let's see, where's my Roboport column? Give me a copy of this. Let's put you here. And uranium is right there. Oh, it's kind of like where I'm standing. Let's get you lined up here maybe with a Roboport up there, if I can. Like that. Is that going to be a good, that's a good central point for later on when I want to expand robots. This is probably going to zap the power big time, isn't it? This may not be a good idea until I get nuclear power going. Oh, ouch. Well, okay. I don't need the power for defensive purposes, so I think we'll be okay. Just makes the factory run a little slower when if you lower the power, the factory runs slower. Where do I want to put this? Where am I going to build my power plant? Where am I going to put my nuclear fuel processing? Uranium processing. Let's see. Uranium is going to go here. Well, I can make that run the other way. I need water for the power plant. I should just load it onto a train and take it up there. How big are you? 3.9 million. Let's put this onto a train. Yeah, let's do that here. Uranium load. Right here. Are you in the build area? Yes. And then I had alt mode off. I said, where's my little arrow? I didn't see the arrow on the mining drill. It's because I accidentally turned alt mode off. Let's see, let's just go straight up through here like this. Oh, I need another one, don't I? Are you going to cover that? No. You will not cover that, but you will. I don't need that one. I probably don't even need that one. Nope. Do I need you? Nope. Okay. And let's see, you're gonna go up there. There's part of one. That's not even a full belt. Let's see, there's one, there's two. Here, let's go this way. Let's make you go this way. We don't need to be... Oh, I gotta have pipe across here though. I was gonna say, we don't need to be super efficient with how we run the belt, but I do need to have pipe across here. I better do that first. Oops. Gotta connect all the mining drills so they get sulfuric acid. Like that. Are you all connected? No. Missed one. Okay, we can get this one up here. You can get acid here. Oops. Till I press the wrong button. There we go. Now give me some power. Oh, I don't have any power. You're in the build area though, right? Yeah. Okay, so we don't even need anything. We can just have the bots bring it. So you go like that. And you can go like this. And you can go over here. Did you get the bottom drill? Yes, you did. Okay. And you did not get the top one, but that does. And then here, let's see, right, oops, right there. And over here. Did you get this drill down here? You did? Okay. And this goes like this. And this goes like this. And this goes like this. Let's see, we don't need a splitter there. That's not even going to be a full belt. Let's see, we can merge you into this belt. Like this. So there's a belt, maybe. There's one. That's two. This will be three. And you will be a partial belt too. Okay, let's just bring you up this way. Let's see. No, this is fine. This is fine, like this. There's 1, 2, 3, maybe. And we have 3 up here. That's fine. Get out of the way, tree. You are not going to line up with that up there, are you? No. Almost. And if we had some power... There is power. Why don't you have power? Oh, because you need an electric pole. Now you have power. Okay, the train's going to bring acid. This is sulfuric acid. The acid needs to go down here and connect to one of these mining drills. Doesn't matter which one. Does one of these line up exactly? No. So let's use this one here. Like that. Acid comes down here, goes in there, goes down there, goes to all the mining drills if I connected the pipes correctly, and I do see pipes going, I think every column has pipe. And if I had a radar, I could, oh, that is under radar coverage. Let's say I had one down here at the bottom. Looks like I could use extra radar coverage down here maybe. That's good enough. So the train brings acid, acid goes down there, mining drills start mining, uranium ore comes up this way, and goes in there. Okay. Do I have a 3-to-3 balancer that looks reasonable? Yeah, that looks reasonable. Let's do that. Where's that 3-to-3 balancer at? We'll do this. I'm in the bot build area, right? Yes, it should be. Don't really need that to be red belt, but oh well. Doesn't matter. Oops, this way. Like that. And this can go up here like this. You can go here like this. And you can go like this. And you can go like this. Alright. There is uranium ore mining. Uranium ore mining. It's going to go that way. Acid goes down there. Ore goes up there. Goes in there. Goes in there. Acid goes in there. You should be named correct. You should be named correct. No, you're not named correctly. Why are you not named correctly? Gotta remember to look into that. This is uranium ore load. Train limit 1. Okay, uranium ore load. Train limit 1. Pipe goes there. Pipe goes there. Radar there. And uranium goes there. Okay, now train. Train. Okay, yes, I didn't show you this. In anticipation of today's episode, I ran a pipe over to this tank, up here into the base. There it is. There's the pipe right there. Goes that way, that way, that way, that way, and it goes to wherever the sulfuric acid is made. Where do you go, pipe? You go there, and you go there, and that's the bus in the base, and acid is here, right there. So there's the acid on the bus, which was already going down to make batteries. So I just ran a pipe down that way and ran it down to the rail yard. There's the tank where I ran the pipe, and that loads into the train, and that train hauls that acid out to the uranium mine. So I should be able to say go load. And there it goes. Let's see, let's make sure I'm not standing on the track, which I've done before. It's not good. And there's the train. And it should put acid in here. And it is. And we are mining, okay? And the uranium ore is flowing, and all the drills are happy, I think. And it's going to load into the train, okay? Let's get a few in there. At least each car. Okay, now each car has a few. Let's get out of map mode. Back into regular mode. Okay, now take me back to unload. And it's unloading, and it's putting acid back in there. Okay, it's waiting for empty cargo, and it's waiting for fluid. So we don't have any sulfuric acid. Did I break that? Let's see where this pipe is going. Looks like an empty pipe to me. It says pipe to ground. Yep, it's an empty pipe. It shouldn't be. It's supposed to have sulfuric acid in it. Why don't you? Why don't you have sulfuric acid? Something's probably missing. Let's see. Are you the pipe? You're the pipe right there. There is no petroleum gas. Yeah, that's what's missing. Okay, so why is there no petroleum gas? Is something backed up in the refinery? Refinery, what are you doing? Heavy oil is not backed up. Light oil is backed up. Why are you backed up? And why are you not making... Petroleum gas is not connected properly somewhere. Well, that's not going to work. This was empty, right? Yeah. So there's petroleum gas in the refinery, but there's none over here. So this pipe is not connected somewhere. You don't have petroleum gas? No. Okay. Where's the pipe broken? Pipe broken. You are full? You are not full. Didn't I just look at that and I saw that it was full? Oh. What is full? Light oil was full. Okay. Light oil is full, and where's the cracking that cracks light oil into petroleum gas? You're not one. Light oil, light oil, light oil, light oil, water, petroleum gas. You're supposed to be connected, and you're connected the wrong way. I've been working on this. Obviously, I broke it. Been trying to update the blueprints a little bit. And this is the cracking that's supposed to be cracking light oil into petroleum gas. So this should be an input, which it is. It comes out of here. Yeah, and the pump is pumping it into there. So this is an input of light oil. And it also has water, which is also an input. And the petroleum gas should be an output. So this is the output. And this pump is pointing the wrong way. See that arrow there? This should be... do I want the pump there? Yeah, that's fine. Like that. Okay, so I had to pump backwards. This is the petroleum gas going out to the factory here. That's correct. But this one was backwards. Okay. And now there's petroleum gas going out here. And yes, now there's petroleum gas in there. And it's going up here. Oh, I'm also aware of an audio issue. I'm debugging it. I don't know for sure what it is yet. I got a bunch of new audio equipment. Those of you who have been listening for a few episodes, I just haven't had a lot of time to diagnose what the issue is yet, but I will figure it out. So I did make some changes before I'm recording this one, but of course I won't know until I listen to the recording if it's done, if it's improved at all. But I am aware of the audio issue. Thank you for a couple people I think mentioned that. I appreciate that very much. You have petroleum gas? Yes. Yes, one of my other duties in life is I am a part-time broadcast audio engineer. So audio issues are not good. I will figure it out. You are doing something now. And you're making plastic now. And... okay, I think it's working. Wait, it was... okay, there is a little bit of sulfuric acid now. And then this... you are waiting to get full, and you are going to be a long time waiting to get full. So go back to load, please. And that way this can build up a little bit of acid. And it's still running. You must have some acid, right? Oh yeah. Doesn't take much. Oh yeah, and it brought more. That will be good. Are all the mining drills running? I think so. Okay, so we're getting some uranium ore. Now, where am I going to process that stuff at? I should process it here. I mean, relatively close to where it's unloaded. I'm also going to try to figure out where I want the power plant to go. With fastbots, I can deliver the fuel to the power plant with bots if I get that research done. I don't have that research done yet, but there is room here. Let me see. Let me see. What does it look like? If I had a big power plant like this one, will that fit in there? That will fit in there. Oh, it's kind of nice. It needs water on each end, and there's water on each end. So that would work. That would work. Let me go down. Where am I at? Let me walk down here so I can use myself as a reference point. I don't want to put this big one down there. I don't want to build this huge power plant. I just want to figure out, I just want to leave room to build it. So I want to figure out where this, like this rubble port down here on the end is going to be located. And then I can put the smaller power plant. Let's see, let's go. Am I outside the build? I don't want the bots to build anything. So that would work like that, right? Like, ooh, I should do it like that. Or like that. I should do it like that. Let's try this. What does that look like right there? What do you look like? You look like you kind of fit in there. Okay. And did you fit on this end down here? I think you did. Okay. So now if I go up here and stand where this rubble port is, and then get the smaller one, nuclear power, 2 reactor, put that rubble port in the same place where I'm standing, like that. That might work. I'm not sure that blueprint is correct. That looks like too many turbines to me. There's a, oh, somebody requested, and I'm not sure why, somebody requested when I build this that I don't use the boss to build it, that I build it from scratch or build it by hand. Perhaps because the ratios, and I was just looking at that. If you go to, there's a wiki. Just do a search for Factorio wiki nuclear power. And there's a table which tells you this many reactors, you need this many exchangers, this many turbines, and you can design use those numbers to design your power plant. This is wrong. This is too many. I can't show you that table. I opened it up in a web browser, but I can't change to that web browser view to show you that. At least I don't think I can. Anyway, this is too many. I will. I don't remember what it was. It wasn't 21. I know that. How many are you? Wait. Let me look at my other blueprint. I was just looking at these. What do you have? At the bottom of the window that's open there. Well, over here either way. This is wrong. So for 2 reactors, this is not correct. It's not 42 turbines. It's not 24 heat exchangers, is it? It's this one. This is correct. So I updated the numbers on this one. So for 2 reactors, it should be 16 heat exchangers and 28 turbines. 16 and 28. 16 and 28. So yeah, this is too big. I need to fix that one. So this should be 14. 14 is that one. Now is that... that would be, it's half, so it would be 16 and 28 is the full 2 reactor. This would be half, so it would be 8 and 14. That is correct. So that's what it should look like. Yeah, I was doing that before I started recording. I was going over these power plant blueprints, and I realized there was some problems, and I was trying to fix it. So, did I fix it, or did I break it? This should be 8, and this should be 14. Yeah, okay, that looks correct. That's unfortunate that that didn't line up exactly, but we can fix that. I'm not sure if I should change those or not. Where's the water is up here, or to the side. The reason that blueprint is so tall is the next iterations of the power plant. There's stuff that goes all the way up to here. So you want to make sure you leave room for the next, the bigger ones, the bigger power plants. So let's assume this is enough. So that would go like that. Oops. And then that would go like that. And then I need water. Do I have some pumps? Pumps, please. Like that. Okay, so that looks reasonable. And then, let's see, how many is that? 8 exchangers and 14 turbines. 8 exchangers, 14 turbines. Yes, that's correct. So that's what it should look like, not like this. So this is wrong. I thought that was wrong. So let's see. Let's get rid of you. And we need this one like this. Like this. There. Is that right? 814, that is correct. Now that's better. Okay. And water goes there, and reactor, heat pipe, exchangers, heat pipe, exchangers. Okay, and then water goes here. All right, let's. Are you connected? Yes. Now give me another pump, offshore pump, like that. Okay, so water goes there. So you put water onto the into the heat exchanger. There. Here are the heat exchangers. Here's the heat pipe. So you put your reactors. Fuel goes in the reactors. The reactor gets hot. This is heat pipe, which carries the heat from the reactor, which I don't have any. Carries the heat from the reactor over here and heats up the heat exchanger. So here's this gets hot from the reactor. This pipe does here. And it heats up the heat exchanger. And the heat exchanger is where you put the water. So that heats the water, it makes steam. And the steam goes out into the steam pipe. And then the steam goes into the turbine. And the turbine spins and generates electricity. And then you need electric poles touching the turbine, the influence area, the square or whatever. The electric pole needs to be touching the turbine. And then you get electricity on the grid, like that. The smallest power plant design I have is 2 reactor. You get a neighbor bonus. So if you put a reactor down there, it would work. Put 1 reactor, put fuel in it, it would get hot. It would start making steam. It would generate electricity. Okay. It tells you on the right, the window that opens up on the right when I hover over this, it says output 40 megawatts down at the bottom, right there where I'm pointing. It says output 40 megawatts. And it says 0% neighbor bonus. So I don't build 1 reactor power plants. The reason is, for the same fuel, I guess, put 2 reactors, you get double the power. So with 2 reactors side by side like this, instead of this reactor generating 40 megawatts, this reactor, because it's next to another one, this 1 reactor would generate 80 megawatts. So this power plant with 2 reactors would generate 160 megawatts. So from a single reactor power plant like that, generating 40 megawatts, this one generates more than double, 4 times as much, because you get a neighbor bonus here. So this goes to 80 megawatts, and you get 2 of them, so it's 160 megawatts. That's why this is my smallest power plant design. Okay, so that is correct. Heat pipe goes there, heat pipe goes there, water goes there, water goes there. So you put water in on the end, you put your turbines there, they're connected with a steam pipe. Your electric line, electric grid needs to connect. The influence area from this needs to touch the turbine. Like that. And then fuel goes in here, like that. Now, let me get this... I can't do any more research. Where am I at here in terms of build area? Let me get robots coming down here so they can build this. I hope I explained that well enough. Probably didn't, but anyway. I'll draw it one more time. So water goes in here. Well, let's start at the reactor. Put fuel in a reactor. Reactor gets hot. 2 reactors, it gets hotter. Each one gets hotter than it would by itself. This heat pipe carries the heat from the reactor to wherever you put the heat pipe. Now there's a limit. You can't put it forever. You lose heat as you go. So you don't want to make this run very, very long. It won't heat up enough to do anything. Then the heat pipe goes over to the heat exchanger, makes that get hot. You put water into the heat exchanger. That's what this pipe does. And the water will flow through the heat exchangers. When the heat exchanger reaches 500 degrees C, it creates steam. Steam comes out right there where that steam icon is. That icon right there. Steam comes out there, goes into the steam pipe. So that steam pipe connects to the steam turbine. That's a little steam icon there. And the steam goes into the steam turbine, generates electricity, and then you need the shaded area of an electric pole of some kind to be touching the steam turbine. And you get power on the grid. You get power, then right here, this pole would have power on it. And that's how you generate power from nuclear. This design will not work right now. I don't have these logistic chests. So this early design is belt driven. You put your fuel cells in here, nuclear fuel cells in here, like that. This inserter will pick it up and put it into the reactor. Now, we don't have these chests, so all I do right now is I just replace that purple chest with a steel chest, like that. So that, because what happens is the fuel goes into the reactor, it consumes the fuel. Now, it doesn't have much room in there. When that fuel cell is expended, it needs to be removed from the reactor so the new one can be placed in there. The expended fuel cell will go into this steel chest. Now don't let that, it takes a long time to fill that up because they stack. But don't let it fill up, because if that were to fill up with expended fuel cells, there would be no room to get the old fuel cell out of the reactor, and the reactor would stop. It would stop working. So just don't forget to update the blueprint. And that the original blueprint, I had a purple chest there, and that's, was it purple? Oh, I can't see them now. Let me look at the blueprint again. Nuclear power. I'll tell you the right thing here. Yeah, purple chest. The purple chest right there, that's the active provider chest. That's where the spent fuel cell goes. So originally this was purple. And once you get those, the purple chest tells the bots to remove the items as quickly as possible. So the spent fuel cell is removed from the reactor, placed into that purple chest, and then a logistic bot will come over here and grab it out of that logistic chest and take it to a storage chest somewhere. Because if that were to fill up somehow, there would be no place for the spent fuel cells to go, and then the reactor would stop. It would shut down, which has happened to me once. So yeah, it can happen. It takes a long time, but it can happen. Okay, do I have any of these? I do have some of these. Do I have any of these? I don't have any of these. Let me connect the. Let me get the bots to build this now. Let's see, which way are you pointing? Oh, you're not pointing anywhere. Let's go there. like that. There. Now you have power. Let's see. Are you all in logistic chests? Yes, you are. Power is probably really bad. That radar looks like it's spinning kind of slowly. Yeah. So we'll let the bots build that. We're going to need some fuel. Uranium ore is over here somewhere. And we'll need to process that uranium ore. Yeah, I put it up there. Probably should bring it down this way. Uranium processing. Uranium goes in on the left, where my character is there. Uranium ore goes in there. And processed fuel, or excuse me, nuclear fuel comes out over here. So I might as well just put this over here like that. Oh, I don't see how. Let's put it right here. Keep it out of the way a little bit. Let's see. Can I put you? What are you hitting? You're hitting that radar. Let's go back over here. Fuel comes out on the right, and I want it to go over here. Okay, let's go like this. I'm going to put this close to the rail yard so that I can process the uranium ore, and then put to the why is there a I'm thinking about the roboport that's in this blueprint. Oh, that's because there's a logistic chest there. Okay. Yeah, okay. I just want those roboports to connect like that. Actually, I don't need all of those right now. Now, I want you to flow this way, uranium ore. Oh, there's room to do this. Just the easy way. Don't get run over. You scared me there, train. Let's see, this can go like this. And this goes in here. Oops, not there. Like that. And like that. So there's uranium ore, it goes in there, goes down through there, gets processed in there, comes out there, and goes in there. Okay, and then over here, you make a nuclear fuel, and you need iron plate. Where can I get some iron plate? Let's see, iron plate. Ah, I see some iron plate right there. Iron plate. Can I get some of you to come down this way? Let's do... What? Ah. And iron plate, you need to go down here somewhere. You need to go here somewhere. Like that. And that will make fuel. And then you can go this way, fuel. And you can go over here to the reactor, or to the power plant rather. Ah, ran out of belt. Oh, I got red belt. Okay. And belt over here. And belt here. Like that. Are you all in place? Oh, I guess I had a lot of those, didn't I? Yeah, okay. I had a lot of centrifuges. I didn't know how many I had. Oh, I got a couple in my inventory. There's some fuel. And it looks like you're working. Each, when you process the uranium ore, put uranium ore into a centrifuge. Centrifuge cranks on it for a while, and it outputs one of two types. It outputs the dark one, dark uranium, that's the 238, or the bright uranium, that's the 235. The bright one's the rare one. You don't get many of those. It requires both to make fuel. And so that goes down here, and this machine is making the fuel cells. And so the recipe is it takes 10 iron plate, one of the bright ones, the 235, and 19 of the 238, and you get multiple fuel cells. You get 10 fuel cells, So each piece of bright uranium, that one right there's one right there, right on cue. There, let's follow it down through here. There it is. That 235, that will get processed and give us 10 fuel cells. So here it comes, coming down the belt. And now this machine is running. And it takes iron plate, takes some of the 238. And it's going to give us some fuel cells. And they're going to go onto this belt. And it gets split and it goes into the reactors. You can see them right there. You can see one on that coming out of that underground. You can see a fuel cell there, and you can see a fuel cell there, and they're in the reactor. The reactor will hold up to 5, so you can see there's 5 in that one, and they're being consumed. When you put a fuel cell in a nuclear reactor, it starts getting consumed, whether you need the power or not. It consumes it at a constant rate. Nothing you can do to stop that. So there, and it will load up to 5. So there's 5 in there, and there's 5 in there, and you can see it's getting hot. It needs to get up to 500 degrees C over here. This heat exchanger, so this is heat pipe, carries the heat away from the reactor and goes up here to the heat exchanger. This needs to reach 500 C before this will start creating steam. And if I hover over this pipe and you look on the right, you'll see the temperature. 218, 219, 220. So it's going up. When it gets to 500, this will make steam. The steam will go into this pipe, and that'll carry it over to this turbine, and this will start spinning, and you'll see a little bit of steam coming out of there, and it'll make more and more and more. And that's what generates the electricity. The electricity will then go onto the grid. You need to have the shaded area of the electric pole needs to be touching the turbines, which it is, and that puts power out onto the grid, and then you'll generate power. So how much time do I have? Okay, I've got a little bit of time. What temperature? Oh, so this won't take too much longer. We'll see at least a little bit of steam coming out of there. So this setup right here, 2 reactors, this will generate a lot of power. You wouldn't need to do anything else. You could easily launch a rocket with this compared to what we have now. But generally what I do is, as I keep playing, I'll want to add, like more defenses. I'll want laser turrets, and I'll want, whatever. So I will generally go from this design, the 2 reactor design, to the 4 reactor design. Now going to 4 reactors more than doubles the power output because you get neighbor bonuses again. So right now, each one of these has a single neighbor. The 4 reactor design, each reactor has 2 neighbors. So it more than doubles your power output. So the 4 reactor design is normally all you would need for quite a while, unless you're going to do a mega base, really big base. And then you would need more than one of the other designs with more reactors. But that's a lot of power. You can launch a lot of rockets with a 2 reactor design. Notice you do not need Covarex. See, I don't have Covarex researched yet. All you need is just some simple, see there's more fuel, just some simple uranium processing, make some fuel cells, put them into the reactor, and you're good. I mean, it'll just keep going like this. You'll never run out of fuel. Even the 4 reactor design, you will not run out of fuel. If you just keep bringing in uranium ore, you'll keep generating fuel and faster than you consume it. At some point, if you kept adding reactors, my simple setup over here would not be able to keep up. It would not be able to generate fuel cells fast enough. But by then you can expand the processing. Oh, look at that! So the occurrence, the frequency of the bright uranium, the 235, is random. So apparently we got 2 of them back to back, because there's each piece of bright uranium, you get 10 fuel cells. So here's 10. That meant we had a piece of bright uranium. And there's 10 down there. So there were 2 of them back to back. Oh, there's 10 more. Wow, we're getting a lot of bright uranium. It's just random. You can't predict, when you're going to get those. It's what is it, 0.07%? There's 10 more. I think it's 0.07%. Where does it tell me that? Right here. No, yeah, 0. I said it wrong. 0.7% is the chances of getting a bright uranium. So we're getting a lot. It's just totally random. So that's enough fuel to run a long time with just this 2-reactor power plant. Okay, now we've got steam. So as soon as you see steam coming out of there, you're generating power. So now if you click on the electric pole, any electric pole that's connected, right here now you'll see 2 things. You'll see your steam engines, which do not shut off by themselves. They're still there. And then you'll see your steam turbines, which are generating most of your power now. And so now look at the production. This is how much you're using. This is the capacity. This is what it's able to generate. So now you can turn off the steam engines. You don't even need those anymore. What I generally do is I will leave them in place, at least a few of them, and I'll use it as just a way to burn up excess wood if I'm going to keep playing. And what happens is I'll have them, once I get robots and personal roboports, when I'm going out and working on something and there are trees in the way, I'll just tell my robots to clear the trees. That means I'll wind up with a bunch of wood that I'm carrying. And when I come back to the base, I'll just have that automatically trashed, that wood. So then wood accumulates in the base. So then as a way to get rid of the wood, I just burn it up. I just use the steam engine, the steam power plant. It's just a way to burn the wood. So you can do whatever you want, but that's generally what I do. So I would just, let's go up here to the power plant. I would just break the coal feed to the power plant. Up here's the power plant. Just break the coal line. And then later on, if I wanted to use this to burn up excess wood, I would just put wood in here like that. And I would just get rid of my excess wood that way. The only way you would ever need that again is if something, you weren't paying attention and you ran out of nuclear fuel. That happens. Or what happened with me that one time is I did not hook up the belt to remove the spent fuel cells. I forgot, and the reactor shut down. And you got to get power somehow, so you can restart your coal plant. There's some more fuel. We're just getting gobs of it. But if you don't forget, you don't need it anymore. You don't need that steam engine power plant anymore. You have nuclear power now. See, look how much fuel that is. It just keeps backing up. That's not typical, okay? I don't know what's up with my computer. It's giving me a lot of favorable random numbers today. That you typically don't get that much, but it does back up. That simple setup that I did over there, it will definitely do this. I mean, it definitely generates more fuel than you need. It normally doesn't fill up that quickly, but you get more fuel than you need. Now, so what that probably means is now there'll be a long stretch, if random chance is happening correctly, there'll be a stretch where I won't get much fuel. But overall, it works out. You get more than you need. So I have nuclear power now. I'll go over here and take a nice screenshot for the video. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please click on that thumbs up button. I'd appreciate it very much. Stand right here. Take care. Have fun playing. See you next time. Bye-bye.